This broadcast will begin in 2 minutes. This broadcast will begin in 1 minute. This broadcast will begin in 30 seconds.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
1 second from half court. Jumping for joy.
First ever.
A 2-on-1. Oh.
Did he bring it in? He did.
It is
Caught!
This broadcast is a production of the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Good evening from the AHN Arena here at Peters Township. Tonight, the WJPA Sports Network opens our winter sports coverage with a girls-boys doubleheader as the Indians host the Trinity Hillers. Hi, everyone. I'm Bob Gregg, along with Tom Drakely here in the booth. Jason Tennant, our floor director, heading up our green sports crew. Luke Andrusik and Scott Donnelly are on the cameras. Jacob Knisner is producing in our downtown Washington studios. Trinity girls come in at 5-2, but losers of back-to-back section games at Thomas Jefferson and Baldwin. Peters Township opened the year 3-1 before also losing to the Jaguars and the Highlanders. Now both teams trying to right the ship heading into the holiday. Both teams will play here over the Christmas break, taking on Chartiers Valley and Norwin. Our coverage here on the WJPA Sports Network is brought to you in part by Washington County College Center, operated by Community College of Beaver County. By Slovenian Savings and Loan, big enough to serve, small enough to care. By the Chambers Insurance Agency, protecting generations since 1953. By CNX Dreamfields, making your dream field come true. And by First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County, people you know, people you can trust. Let me get the coach in here with us. Tom, great time the other night. Just want to touch base on that. A great time with your coach and my officiating mentor years later, Ray Natilli Sr. A lot of fun.
It was a great time. I mean, just having the opportunity to, in his upper 80s now, and my coach, my mentor, one of the most important people in my lives, and it was just outstanding to have you along, and the reminiscing, the stories, they were just priceless.
Also want to take a moment and extend our best wishes to our longtime WJPA sports colleague, Mark Uriah, who for some reason, scheduled his second hip replacement for December 23rd.
Oh.
I don't know why, but that's what he did. Word is everything went well, and that he went through and has already had some of his PT. So our best wishes to Mark Uriah.
Absolutely. Good. Get well soon, Mark.
All right, Trinity Hillers got that win against Bethel Park to start section play, then lost at TJ and at Baldwin. The loss at TJ, just a 4-point setback, 53-49, lost by 10 at Baldwin. Peters Township lost to those two teams in section as well. They haven't played Bethel Park yet, but the Peters lost 65-51. The Baldwin lost 58-51. This is a brand new, so many new pieces for Peters Township. What do you do when she's playing, in the ACC, Natalie Wetzel? You're the coach. What do you do?
Well, you're going to have to play differently, and you may have to emphasize some different areas. I had a chance to talk to Coach Steve earlier, and when we were talking, it was interesting because he realizes, hey, we may not be nearly as good, but I think as the season progresses, we're going to get better and better. They're learning a whole new style of play. He's guard-oriented, and the good news for him is he has those good, familiar guards back on the court. And not too differently, Trinity, with all their players returning, they're very similar because they're perimeter-oriented. And a team that defends the best this evening has the advantage.
This is game one of our girls-boys doubleheader. We'll get the boys matchup, and that is every bit as important to these two teams when we get there.
Yeah, these are big games. It's early in the season. I get all that. But this is a big game for both Trinity and for Peters Township. For the boys, the same thing, Bob. One of them, they need a win desperately because they've lost a couple of section games.
We've said for years that we are Pennsylvania's radio sports leader. Well, check this out. These two games tonight, followed by the Frisco Bowl, which has UNLV and Ohio. That game scheduled to kick off right after 9 o'clock. Quiet tomorrow. NFL triple header coming your way on Christmas Day. The Cowboys at the Commanders, followed by the Lions and Vikings, Broncos and Chiefs. Then on Friday, two more bowl games, including Central Michigan and Northwestern at 1. And the 8 o'clock game has Florida International and Texas San Antonio. Get this Saturday lineup. NFL Preview Insider and NFL Fantasy Forecast starting at 7 a.m. Pitt and East Carolina in the Military Bowl at 11. The Texans and Chargers at 4. The Ravens and Packers at 7:45. Then Steelers and Cleveland. Sunday airtime is 12 noon. Bears and Niners Sunday night at 7:30. And then we have an afternoon bowl game on Monday the 29th. Georgia Southern and Appalachian State, followed by two games in the Hiller Boys Holiday Tournament, including Canumack Avonworth and Trinity Albert Gallatin. We'll have the third place and championship games of that tournament on Tuesday, and the Sun Bowl with Arizona State and Duke on New Year's Eve. Oh, I'm tired just covering what all that is. That's why we're Pennsylvania's radio sports leader. Nobody does what we do. All right, our game officials. Sam Bloom, Jacob Davey, and Chuck Pruss. And I think game operations here, I think they want to go early. I think we're going to get right to the lineups in national anthem. I think they want to go early. So, and kudos to Justin Piles and Brian Geyer, the crew here. And we don't get this everywhere, but Justin Piles, before starting the introduction of lineups in the anthem, turned and asked us if we were ready to go and able to go ahead and get on the air right now. And the answer to that question was a resounding yes. And we're going to Try to pick up the national anthem here. We don't always get a pep band where we're working, and certainly a good one here, and we're certainly honored to be able to carry that, our national anthem from the Peters Township Pep Band. Starting lineups about to be introduced. First of all, for the Trinity Hillers, wearing their road blue dark uniforms trimmed out in white. It'll be 5'9" senior Kamari Behrens, 5'4" junior Vitt Emmerich, a 5'9" junior Gabby Rigg, 5'9" junior Sutton Williamson, and a 5'8" senior Bentley Lehue for Bill Paletti. Trinity coming in at 1-2, 5-2 overall. Steve Limberiu's Peters Township Indians are 0-2 in the league and 4-3 overall. We'll start 5'6" senior Bree Morial, 5'9" sophomore Caton Malloy, 5'10" sophomore Jordan Welsh, 5'6" junior Madden Mell, and a 5'6" sophomore Taylor McCullough. And Peters wearing the home whites, trimmed and numbered in red, and some black outlines on the uniforms as well.
Bob had a chance to watch Peters Township play Cannon McMillan earlier in the season, and Cannon McMillan has one of the best teams I've seen so far, and it was a close game. So the schedule has been challenging for Peters, but they are adjusting, and I anticipate they will get better as the season goes along.
Opening of our winter sports coverage, which of course will roll all the way through the WPIL and PIAA basketball playoffs, and the WPIL, PIAA team and individual wrestling tournaments. A national star right there just walked by us, Eden Williamson.
How about that, huh? Miss Eden Williamson.
They won like 57, 58 games in a row.
Oh, she was 62-0 after 2 seasons, and I believe they're 9 or 10-0 right now.
So we're 70 games.
Hard to believe. I said I told her to relish every moment of that.
And Gina DeRubo in the house as well.
Yeah, they've got some good players
going on.
We've got some great players, and I see Frank Ferrara from Duquesne University on the other side, so they're looking at some players.
Opening tip controlled by Peters Township. Taylor McCullough. Trinity working a man-to-man defense. Ball to Morial. Get it down low to the side of the lane. Jordan Welsh, turnaround Jay won't go. Rebound cleared by Sutton Williamson. Hillers want to push the issue a little bit. Crossover by Behrens. Got it into the side of the lane. Lost the handle for a second, but able to fight it back. Williamson trying to go between the legs. And has a little trouble with that. Trouble of her own making.
This is a great matchup, Bob, because these teams will play man-to-man, and they really play hard.
Feed inside goes to Emmerich. Ball knocked out of her hands and out of bounds. Last touch by McCullough, and her hands will be all over the place, as always.
Yeah, good
Outstanding
player.
Defender. Inbound goes to Williamson. Outside the circle. Dribble handoff. A little dangerous there. Gabby Rigg took it. And now Behrens will take it back. She's in the PT Oval at midcourt. Ball comes right side. Bentley Lehue first touch. Pump fake by Emmerich. Tough interior pass. Williamson gets it to Lehue, and out of the baseline, Behrens hits the deuce.
Well, they did a nice job being patient against that defense. It almost looked like a zone, and she got a nice 15-footer along the baseline.
McCullough on the dribble, finds a cutter. That pass denied, intended for Morial, but kept alive by the Indians. Good penetration, shot won't go. Good job by the Jordan Welsh to keep that ball alive, and then it hit off Sutton Williamson and goes out of bounds. Good look at the Kamari Behrens baseline jumper.
Yeah, sweet. Nice shot, nice rotation.
A couple of times, though, Welsh has been able to get in the lane, but couldn't hit either shot so far. Welsh takes that inbound, goes up top to McCullough, right back to Welsh. She'll shoot from there. Does not this time. McCullough looking for a screen, delivered there by Malloy. McCullough's three ball won't go. Welsh kept the rebound alive, tipped it to the corner where the Hillers track it down. Quickly up the near side, it's Rigg on a feed from Emmerich. Reed into the lane. Far side pass intended for Williamson is knocked out of bounds. Good hands by Bree Morial.
Yeah, and a good job by Peters Township because that was a wide open look along the baseline there for Sutton Williamson.
That's probably somebody you don't want giving open looks to, just like Welsh. You don't want her to have a free look at it either. Good job to fight out of a potential tie-up by Emmerich. And Behrens with a crossover, trying to get by Madden Mel. Ball comes to the near side. In the lane goes Lehue for the score.
Yeah, I like Lehue. I tell you what, she plays so hard. And that time she was able to use her size and power to get that basketball up off the bankboard.
Behrens with a deuce, a minute in. Lehue with a deuce after another minute. We're 2 minutes in. Back cut feed. Pass gets through, but no way for Morial to take it to the hoop. Welsh takes a feed. Step back. Malloy off the window, and the iron won't go. The rebound knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Trinity.
I think, Bob, rebounding is going to be significant. They're going to take a lot of perimeter shots, Peters Township, and you got to limit them to one-shot opportunity.
A couple of Hillers were there, but couldn't get solid control. Inbound feed goes up top to Welsh. 5'10" sophomore, three ball. McCullough far side, hits hard off the rim. Behrens comes in after challenging the shooter to get the long rebound. Coast to coast, two-hand scoop up and in.
Yeah, beautiful drive. She did a nice job with body control that time, finishing off the glass.
Welsh, or rather McCullough goes to the hoop, and McCullough finally takes the lid off for Peters Township. 6-2 Trinity, 5:10 to play opening quarter.
Taylor McCullough, such a good player. That was a nice drive and finish.
You could almost tell that she was determined that drought was going to come to an end.
And here's something that you don't usually see. Peters Township in a 2-3 zone.
Three ball, Gabby Rigg, air ball, caught underneath though. Bentley Lehue can't get it to go the first time, gets her own rebound. Behrens takes the feed, cut off on the drive, pass tipped away. Williamson, open three, hard off the back rim. Follows, gets her own rebound, ball knocked loose though, and McCullough gets it. Lob it ahead to Morial, in on the right side. Too strong, rebound cleared. Caitlin Malloy misses the shot underneath.
Wow, Morial missed a point-blank layup.
Hillers control. Lehue. Williamson open from 18, 19, 20. Count it. Three ball.
And that's the second consecutive possession. She was wide open, Bob. Can't lose her.
Trinity building a 9-2 lead. Coming up on the halfway point in this first quarter. Welsh on the dribble, crosses over, tries to get into the lane, has to feed it back out. Three ball, Malloy over the iron off the far side of the rim. Rebound comes right to Gabby Rigg. Three ball, far side, partially blocked, caught inside. Nice, unselfish pass for Lehue. Bucket put up and in by Kamari Behrens, and that forces Peters Township into a timeout. 3:43 to play, opening quarter. Trinity 11, Peters Township 2. Back on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Community College of Beaver County is now in Washington County. We are here with the support you need and the value you want. At the Washington County College Center, explore our in-demand career paths in aviation, education, and criminal justice, or start college early with dual enrollment courses and high school academies. At the Washington County College Center, your pathway to success starts right at home. Learn more at ccbcwashington.com.
Slovenian Savings and Loan is here for your life, your future, and your dreams. While life's pace seems to get faster and faster, Slovenian Savings and Loan still stands by its traditional values of honesty, integrity, and building personal relationships. Enjoy all modern conveniences to make banking easy, combined with a down-to-earth, face-to-face way of doing business. Slovenian Savings and Loan on Boone Avenue in Strabane. Big enough to serve, small enough to care. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
And Steve Lamberiou had seen enough and uses a full timeout.
Well, they've had
5 minutes in.
Had some opportunities, haven't scored, but let's credit Trinity. They've been playing outstanding defense, and they're really one of their focuses, limit Moriel's open looks.
Beautiful feed by Leyhew to a very unselfish pass. Her shot was going to be problematic. Indians after the timeout, 3-ball won't go for McCullough. Rebound caroms to the Trinity bench, where Sutton Williamson will be able to key the inbound back.
And if you're Trinity, that's what you want. You want to keep them on the perimeter. Do not let them penetrate to the rim.
Ball left side. Emmerich between the circles to Rigg. Go right back to that far wing. And now Behrens takes it up top. Williamson at the elbow. Finds Rigg out in the midcourt area. Open pass near side. Leyhew, 3, too strong. Weak side rebound by Behrens. We're going to get a held ball, and possession arrow belongs to Trinity.
I know Coach Paletti thought this would be a very close game. Oh, look at this.
Inbound feed. Behrens, side of the lane, up and in. She's got 8 already.
Somebody lost their assignment on that one, Bob. She was way open.
Hillers have the win against Bethel Park. Peters Township has not won a section game. Both have lost to Thomas Jefferson and to Baldwin. Around the lane goes Jordan Welsh, and just too soft with the left hand. Can't get it to go, and the Hillers rebound, and now Morial guilty of a foul, reaching in and across Vid Emmerich.
Well, they're getting some good looks. They just got to knock them down. You can't miss those easy ones. That's the second easy opportunity Peters Township has missed.
First foul of the game called on either team. Trinity ball in the midcourt, leading 13-2. Now 2:20 to play in this first period. Behrens, Emmerich going all the way through. Leyhew, side of the lane, give and go. Shot put up, won't go. Ball knocked out of bounds. Last touched by the Indians, and missed the substitution. Gabby Humphreys has checked into the game.
6'2", Gabby Humphreys has been playing more regularly and does a really nice job on the interior.
Inbound to Leyhew, has to kick it back out. Good first step by Emmerich. Give it back to Leyhew. Her shot partially blocked. Humphreys ends up grabbing the tip. Ball goes out front. Leyhew fade away, hit the iron on the way up. Humphreys again keeps it alive, but last touched underneath Mara Radulovic, who checked in on that timeout as well. That for Peters Township.
We know that name well.
6-foot junior. Inbound in the corner, Sutton Williamson. To Behrens between the circles. Behrens crossover back to Williamson. All over her is Madden Mel. Williamson gets by, shoots a score off the window.
Boy, that was a really nice finish. But she was pretty well defended there, Bob.
Coast to coast, shot partially blocked, but we're going to get a first foul on Trinity in the game. Taylor McCullough went to the basket, and
I think that foul was on Behrens.
it is Kamari Behrens, her first, team's first. And McCullough at the stripe. It's the free throw. 1:40 to play in our opening quarter. Second shot also good.
She's a very good free throw shooter, as I remember from last year, Bob. And I think getting to the line is very important for Peters Township.
High screen set by Humphreys. Behrens drives. Shot off the rim, no good. Humphreys rebounds. Her putback won't go, but a foul called on Peters Township. We'll shoot a couple here. This one on Madden Mel, her first, team's second. Gabby Humphreys, 6'2", sophomore, going to the line. Trinity's first visit to the charity stripe, leading 15-4. First shot good.
Boy, that was a sweet shot. She looks like she's been doing that for a long time. Only a sophomore.
Game one of our girls-boys doubleheader, Trinity and Peters Township. Second shot rattles out, just didn't have quite enough on it to get it to drop. Madden Mel with the rebound for Peters. 16-4, Trinity with the lead. 1:20 to play, opening quarter. Ball into the free throw circle. Welsh picks up her dribble, now bailed out by Morial. Ball to McCullough, free throw circle jumper off the rim right. Tries to follow, Behrens can't get there and going to be ruled last touch by McCullough. Substitution for Trinity, Jordy Burt checks in, and Bentley Lehue will get a breather. 7 good early minutes from Bentley Lehue.
Yeah, she did a great job on the rebounding end and scoring end.
Williamson on the left wing, takes it to the top of the key. Entry pass for Humphreys, fumble, put it on the deck. Back out to Behrens, dribble drive, goes up on the front side, misses that shot. And a rebound cleared by Radulovic for Peters Township. McCullough will bring it up the floor. Cross-court pass to Mel. Jumper for 3. Too strong, and a rebound grabbed by Behrens. 35 seconds to play in the quarter. Long pass ahead to Gabby Rigg. Inside, got it to Humphreys, and then to Jordy Burt. Feed it back out. I don't think the Hillers want to be in any hurry here whatsoever.
Absolutely not. Take the last shot.
Leading 16-4, down to 15 seconds. Behrens tied up, flips the ball out to Williamson. 10 seconds to play in this opening quarter. 12-point Trinity lead. They want it to be no worse than that. Jumper won't go. Rebound knocked toward the baseline, and going to be last touched by Jordy Burt.
2.5 on the clock.
Now you just delay anybody coming up the floor, right?
Yeah, don't foul them. Just get there, make them work a little bit, take a dribble or two.
Radulovic feeds it right back to Mel. Launches from half court, off the window, and no good. End of one, Trinity 16, Peters Township 4 on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
I'm Evan Chambers of Chambers Insurance Agency. You can't turn on the TV or scroll through social media without being bombarded by insurance commercials. They're everywhere, even on the radio. Low rates, big savings. We'll insure your pet iguana. Okay, maybe not the iguana. Sadly, many times you're not saving money. You're just getting your coverage slashed. By the time there's a claim, it's too late to see you've been duped. At Chambers Insurance, our goal is to improve your coverage and get you savings. We're local, family-owned, and we'll work with you to find the right coverage. Chambers Insurance since 1953.
My dream field has a scoreboard with a giant TV.
My dream field has dugouts for our mascot to dance on.
My dream field has lights to play at night. And a duck pond.
CNX is making dream fields come true by donating millions of dollars throughout Appalachia. Nominate your field at cnx.com/dreamfields.
8 points for Kamari Behrens to lead the way. I have 5 more for Sutton Williamson. Bentley Lehue with a deuce. Gabby Humphreys with a free throw. Trinity 1 for 2 in the quarter. On the other side, 4 points, all off the hands of Taylor McCullough. Field goal and 2 free throw makes.
Well, it's pretty easy. In this first quarter, Peters Township has relied on the perimeter shot. They haven't made any. And then Trinity has gotten the ball inside and finished around the rim. And when you do that, 16-4 is the result. But their defense has been solid.
Peters will start with the basketball. McCullough at the 3-meter line. I was corrected. I always called that the 10-foot line. Volleyball 10-foot line. It's the 3-meter line, I guess. How would I know that? This is America.
That's right. How would you know that?
Foul called as Welsh got the ball inside.
And I liked what Jordan Welsh did that time. Rather than settling for that 3, she drove the ball to the rim and picked up a foul on the defender.
Foul on the floor. Second foul in the first foul in the quarter on Trinity. Got to get back into that mode. Nice dribble to get open. Morial hits a 3 ball.
Well, they needed that, and I'll tell you what. Off the screen, there was no help. You cannot allow her to set her feet. She is a deadly 3-point shooter.
And she did a really nice job to get to that screen and use it. Behrens with a chance, stops driving down the lane, and a travel call
Yeah, that's an easy turnover there. She tried to come to a jump stop, but both feet moved at the same time, and that is a travel.
Hillers have lost 2 in a row. Peters Township snapped their 2-game losing streak with a win at Morgantown, against Morgantown over the weekend. And now an offensive foul called on the Indians.
Seen a lot of those called, Bob, the illegal screens. You have to be set. You can't be sticking your leg out there. They're going to call it.
Jacob Davey making that call. One-time Pony World Series intern. Williamson down the lane, shot high off the window. Rebound Lehue, back out to Williamson for 3. Good.
Normally not a 3-point shooter, but she's 2 for 2 from out there.
19-7, Trinity plus 12. Shot won't go for Peters Township. Hillers get Kamari Behrens ahead to Rigg, and Rigg scores easily. Gabby Rigg behind everybody.
Trinity is pushing the basketball, Bob, and they're being successful with it.
McCullough, dribble drive, feed to Welsh in the corner, air ball, saved on the weak side. Ball out to Mel, got the bump there by Williamson, and then the second time Williamson gets the body into her, gets called for the foul. Yeah, got away with one.
She did.
Didn't get away with a second. And again, that foul on the floor as well. Emmerich back in for Trinity. Behrens gets a breather. McCullough rather at the, I'm sticking with the 10-foot line.
That's a good move. Nice move by McCullough that time.
Pulls up a jumper in front of the free throw line. Missed that. Unable to dribble out of there was Lehue, and McCullough ended up with the ball. Reset the Peters offense. Top of the key, straight on 3, wide and strong, won't go. Loose ball, battle for the rebound, held ball, possession arrow, Trinity.
She just cannot buy a perimeter shot right now, Bob. She's missed several. And Peters Township has not shot it well. They're going to have to pick up the tempo here, down 21-7. Really like the way Trinity is pushing the basketball. And if it's not there, they bring it out and they work their half-court offense.
Emmerich deals to Williamson. High screen set by Jordy Burt, and now Rigg for 3. Good.
Really nice play that time and a good pass.
Peters timeout, 24-7. Hillers threatening to run and hide here. Timeout Peters Township. We're back on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Find more snuggle time this winter and be prepared for the cold with the help of First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. With a home improvement loan, home equity loan, or home equity line of credit, you can upgrade that old furnace, take care of that leaking roof, or replace those outdated floors. Keep the cold out and keep the warm and cozy in. Visit a loan officer today or apply anytime online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 458729.
Community College of Beaver County is now in Washington County. We are here with the support you need and the value you want. At the Washington County College Center, explore our in-demand career paths in aviation, education, and criminal justice, or start college early with dual enrollment courses and high school academies. At the Washington County College Center, your pathway to success starts right at home. Learn more at ccbcwashington.com.
Hillers scored the first 6 points, gave up the deuce, scored the next 9 points, gave up a couple of foul shots, and then a field goal wrapped around a bucket, or rather a foul shot make. But since it was 16-7, Trinity's doing all the scoring, 8 straight points for the Hillers. Second timeout for Peters Township.
Interesting, Bob, when you make a few of those inside shots, that perimeter shot falls, and that's what the Trinity Hillers have done.
Job by Taylor McCullough. She wanted to pass that ball and fumbled it and just let it bounce off her leg and then picked it up right in front of her. Lob goes inside. Radulovic high off the window for 2.
Yeah, nice pass. Desperately needed that basket.
Yeah, nice lob pass to the 6-foot junior Radulovic. And she's going to be the first one to get to that ball. And Now an entry pass is denied. Radulovic there. Tip it ahead to McCullough. Finds a trailer. Welsh with the lay-in on the left side. Back-to-back buckets for Peters Township. First time in the game. Jordan Welsh, first points of the night.
They're too good of a team not to be able to keep this game a little closer, Bob.
24-11, reach across. McCullough guilty of a foul. That'll be her first. Team's second of the second quarter. Barron's in, Burt out for Trinity. 4:34 to play, opening half, 24-11. Hillers have never trailed after scoring the game's first 6 points. And ball in hand. Barron's on the left wing. Williamson cuts quickly to the corner, takes a pass. Welsh trying to keep her cut off. Williamson rattles one home.
Well, what she did there, Bob, she faked as though she was going to set the screen. She slipped it, was able to get herself open in the paint and score. Nice move by Suddy Williamson.
26-11, 15-point Hiller lead. McCullough starts into the paint, then takes it back out. Malloy wasn't sure what she was doing with it. McCullough hits a three.
Well, she's feeling good now. Nice shot.
26-14, Trinity, plus 12. Lehue picks up the dribble, working against Radulovic, goes to Williamson. Dribble drive, get it in, reverse layup, score. A dozen for Sutton Williamson.
Beautiful reverse drive that time.
McCullough crossover, good first step to blow right by Vid Emmerich. McCullough trying to keep the Indians within reach of Trinity. And now a timeout for the Hillers. 3:25 to play. 30-second timeout. We'll take it as well here on WJPA.
At Slovenian Savings and Loan, they understand you want convenience. That's why their mobile banking app allows you to bank from anywhere, anytime. They also know there's no substitute for personal, one-on-one service from someone who cares about you and your family. Founded on honesty, integrity, and trust in 1925, and that will never change. Big enough to serve, small enough to care. Slovenian Savings and Loan on Boone Avenue in Strabane. SlovenianSavingsandLoan.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Couple of quick buckets there for Peters, wrapped around the basket on the other end. But if you're Bill Paletti, what are you doing that quickly to the timeout with a 12-point lead?
You're strictly talking about defense right now, because on the last couple possessions, they allowed them to direct drive to the basket, and on the last play, and they got a little sloppy with the basketball. Can't afford to do that. I'm sure he's just reinforcing defensive assignments.
Yeah, nice blow by there by McCullough to get right past Emmerich.
Yeah, you give her the lane, she's going to take it right to the basket.
Emmerich on the left wing, one to go inside to Williamson, can't, goes to Rigg, and now to Barron. She'll penetrate, feed it across, had Lehue there, but couldn't make the grab.
Well, I think if she would have bounced past that, Bob, I think it would have gotten there.
3:09 to play, first half, 28-16. Trinity up on Peters Township by a dozen. Built that to a dozen early on, up to 15-2, and have played at arm's length despite a couple of late baskets. And now Morial is knocked down by the Hillers in the shooting act.
Well, she cut around the post screen. They trailed her, and they got the ball to her. Credit to Peters Township. You know she's going to make these.
Bree Morial at the free throw line, the foul on Vid Emmerich. First one good.
How many times did we watch her last year make key baskets or free throws, Bob, in their run?
10-4, make it 11-4 run for the Indians. Trying to get back in this one. The deficit down to 10. You know, and in basketball, there is no 7-point score, so you got to chip away. Shot missed inside. Good look at the basket, but couldn't get the shot to go. Mad Mel may have gotten away with a walk coming out of the corner.
I thought she slid a little bit. Wide open jumper.
Welsh, 3-ball, too strong. Fighting to get to the rebound. Williamson touches it last. Mel hassling her, didn't let her get it free easily. And Sutton Williamson couldn't grab it then. And good call there by Jacob Davey. Inbound, fumbled by Radulovic, and it goes right to Gabby Humphreys. Williamson has Rigg on the left wing. Wide open three. It's short. Doesn't follow. McCullough with the outlet to Morial. Emmerich with a shove from behind. Basket and a foul.
Yeah, bad foul. She had the layup. Don't add one more to it. That time, Morial just broke free. You kind of suspected, Bob, Peters Township wasn't going to shoot that poorly for the entire game, and they've made a nice run here and cut this lead.
And Morial at the free throw line, the run is 6 straight, make it 7 straight points.
And Peters Township is 5 for 5 from the charity stripe.
It was 24-7. Since then, 14-4 advantage for Peters Township. Trying to close the half strongly. 2 minutes to play, second quarter. Rigg, dribble, handoff, Williamson. Ball in both hands and then starts to dribble, get around the defender and scores.
What a beautiful move. Little hesitation move by Suddy Williamson. That was just a great individual effort.
And then strong to the basket went up strong with the ball.
That's, in my opinion, Bob, that's one of her best skills, is getting to the rim.
Maddie
Mel
with a floater.
Good game.
30-23, 7-point game. Entry pass. Humphreys lays one on the rim and it drops home. Her first bucket of the game.
Really nice pass to her that time.
Game opening up. McCullough gets around the defense, misses the shot, came from out of bounds and caught the rebound in the air before getting her right foot down.
She got to the rim again, just a little soft on it.
And we get the look at the little bucket there by Mel. A nice entry pass to Gabby Humphreys by Kamari Behrens. Work by our floor director to package up all 3 of those plays. Pass too hard, intended for Williamson. Too high and too hot. Welsh on the wing. Entry gets it inside to Radulovic. Kick it back around to Mel out on the right wing. Radulovic at the low block. Backs her way in and scores.
It's a really nice move by Radulovic that time, showing some of her interior skill.
32-25 Trinity, 30 seconds to play. Ball knocked loose. McCullough got a hand on it, then tried to save it and stepped out of bounds and touched the ball. Good reach across there to knock the ball away from Behrens.
29 seconds. Let's see if they hold for one or take one if it's available.
Mel challenging Williamson coming out of the backcourt. Reach across, screen set by Humphreys. Williamson trying to go all the way in. Shot lays on the rim, rolls up and drops home.
Oh man, she's really good going to the basket.
And we'll get a free throw as well. And the foul called on Mad Mel, her second, team's third of the quarter. Trinity 1 for 2 at the foul line. 16.7 seconds to play, second quarter. And the lead that was trimmed down to 7 is now 10 once again. Williamson gets the foul shot make. I have her with 17 points in the game.
I do too.
Morial to Williamson. That pass right to Kamari Behrens. Has a trailer. Rigg with her. And good job by Morial to reach in. I don't think Behrens knew she had help. Just drop that over your shoulder. It's right there.
Yeah, she missed her teammate.
Half comes to an end. Trinity 35, Peters Township 25. We'll recap it for you when we come back on the WJPA Sports Network, Pennsylvania's radio sports leader for more than 80 years, presented by CNX Foundation.
Hi, this is Mac Chambers of Chambers Insurance Agency. For over 70 years, we've been here for you, your family, and your business. At a time in which premiums continue to rise and policy coverage is more confusing and limited than ever before, we're proud to be your trusted guides. No gimmicks or surprises, just real protection at the best possible price. Personal, business, or bonds, will keep it simple and straightforward, just as we've always done. Chambers Insurance, helping you navigate today's insurance world. Learn more at chambersinsurance.com.
My dream field has a scoreboard with a giant TV.
My dream field has dugouts for our mascot to dance on.
My dream field has lights to play at night. And a duck pond.
CNX is making dream fields come true by donating millions of dollars throughout Appalachia. Nominate your field at cnx.com/dreamfields.
Hillers with several runs early in the half. Peters Township with their only run to close the half. Final 5 minutes. Outscored Trinity, let me just do the math real quick, 18-11. So chopped 7 points off the deficit over the final 5 minutes. Trinity scored the first 6 and 15 of the first 17 points in the ballgame.
Well, I still think Trinity's playing outstanding. I mean, they're able to get the basketball where they want it, getting the ball inside on their drives. And Sutton Williamson, she averages about 17 a game. She's got that already at the half. But you knew, Bob, Peters Township kids, they're very skilled. Their guard play is good. You knew they were going to make a run, and they did. Anybody's game.
Well, and here's the other thing. Peters Township kids enjoyed the benefit of extra weeks of work last year and the year before and the year before and the year before.
Against quality competition.
You know, and so you're getting not only game action, but you're getting more practices.
I was just surprised how slow they started this evening. And that happens, but playing at home and knowing it's an important game, you would have thought they would have come out, but they just didn't make shots, and they were perimeter shots. Trinity, on the other hand, was going to the rim. They were scoring. Good basketball game, though. Two good teams.
Those of you watching on the WJPA Sports Network YouTube channel or on NFHS, getting a look at some of those first half highlights. McCullough with a beautiful feed to Welsh coming down the left side of that lane there. And then Williamson, a little drop step and spin. And McCullough left alone, just a hair open.
She doesn't need a lot of space, I'll tell you that. There's a beautiful reverse by Suddy Williamson.
And then the blow-by McCullough up high started that beyond the top of the key and got by the defender well before the high post. Williamson getting the Humphrey screen, able to kiss it in off the window. Near side, Mad Mel, dribble drive, puts a floater up and in. Barron's feed to Humphreys, nice catch and score.
Yeah, and that's a added bonus for Trinity.
Radulovic, drop step, turnaround Jay in tight, gets that to go. Screen set by Humphreys, got Williamson to be able to get to the rack, and that ball was dying, and it rolled up and in, and the foul shot.
Yeah, and she had two defenders there, Bob. Did a really nice job navigating that.
Those were the final, what you just saw were the final points of the opening half. The 2 and a free throw make to set our halftime score at 35-25. Trinity leading Peters Township. Peters with a 21-19 advantage in that second quarter. Is that right? Yeah, 21-19, yeah. Trinity, though, had built leads of 15-2 and 24-7. 17-point lead with 5.5 to play in the first half. Trinity, again, outscored 18-11 from that point on, but you can survive that a little bit when you have a 17-point lead.
Well, you can, but how many times have we watched games where teams have spurted out to a nice lead, you get comfortable, and guess what? That other team responds, and Peters Township, it'll be interesting to see how they come out to start the second half. That'll determine where this game is going to go.
And starting the second half, Peters Township will have the ball. Coming up after this game, we have the boys half of our girls-boys doubleheader, and that will feature Trinity and Peters Township. Trinity boys are 2-5, got new head coach Alec Ferrari his first win back in early December with a 57-38 home win against West Mifflin. Hillers have won only once since then, 1-4. 2 losses, the win at home against Bethel Park, and then losses at TJ and Baldwin, and both of those double-digit losses. The Trinity at the moment, the boys at 1-2, like the girls, and 2-5 overall. For Peters Township, 1-1 in section play. Lost at home to Thomas Jefferson on a buzzer beater. It was 42-39 39, a 3-point buzzer beater for TJ to get the win. And then Peters went to Baldwin and needed overtime, but beat the Highlanders 66-63. Knocked off Norwin in a non-conference game last Friday night. Peters Township started with wins against Canumack, Avonworth, and Northgate. Speaking of Avonworth, we'll see Canumack and Avonworth in the first game of the Hiller Boys Holiday Classic. Interesting, Peters Township played those two teams to start the year, and then we're going to get to see them here on Monday night, 6 o'clock tip at Hiller Hall, as Canumack, Avonworth, then Trinity Albert Gallatin in the nightcap of that opening round doubleheader.
I had a chance to watch Peters Township and Canumack play. Very good game. Dylan Donovan just took over with a couple of big threes late in that game. But, I mean, it was nip and tuck most of the way. Peters has the big boy inside, and he's a Wetzel at 6'8", and boy, does he cause some problems for teams. And they're playing a little differently. They played a lot of zone when I watched them, Bob, which is a little bit unusual. Joe Urban, usually he's a man-to-man guy, but hey, you do what you have to do to win basketball games.
Just saw, had a chance to say hey to Jack Dunbar, played for Peters Township, and now at Mount Union.
And I talked to his dad, and he's getting some PT this year, as expected, and they're doing very well. That's a very good basketball team.
I would love to see Terry Dunbar, because I saw a picture, and I got to get an explanation how you get away with doing this. Of course, it was a sub-JV level, so it was a junior high game, I think. Game officials were Terry Dunbar, Jack Dunbar, and playing in the game was Tess Dunbar. I'm like, hey, wait a minute.
Well, that's not fair.
Hey, wait a minute.
Yes. Got to ask him about that. That will be a good one.
Oh, we are at the half, 35-25. Trinity leading Peters Township halfway through the girls' game. We'll get you set for the second half when we come back here on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Find more snuggle time this winter and be prepared for the cold with the help of First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. With a home improvement loan, home equity loan, or home equity line of credit, you can upgrade that old furnace, take care of that leaking roof, or replace those outdated floors. Keep the cold out and keep the warm and cozy in. Visit a loan officer today or apply anytime online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 458729.
Community College of Beaver County is now in Washington County. We are here with the support you need and the value you want. At the Washington County College Center, explore our in-demand career paths in aviation, education, and criminal justice, or start college early with dual enrollment courses and high school academies. At the Washington County College Center, your pathway to success starts right at home. Learn more at ccbcwashington.com.
Well, our apologies, those of you trying to watch on our YouTube channel. Something's not functioning the way it should at the moment, and our staff is on that. We certainly will get that squared away. It is, after all, opening night for us in the winter sports season.
A few kinks on the way here. We'll iron them out.
We'll get through that. Basketball will belong to Peters Township. Indians won the tip. Also started with the second quarter throw in. Trinity forced a held ball throw in once in each of the first two quarters.
Well, and it'll be interesting to see if Peters Township makes any adjustments against Suddy Williamson and take that drive away from her and force her to take more perimeter shots. She gets around the rim, she's just so effective.
Peters Township with the ball, got it into the circle to Welsh. Welsh gives it, comes back out, takes a feed, three ball won't go. Williamson rebounds for Trinity.
Good look by Welsh. I thought that was down.
We were right on the line there. She had a perfect line, just long. Emmerich to Rigg. Rigg will take a 3-ball. That scoops in and out. Rebound, Kamari Behrens tried to rush a reverse over-the-shoulder hook, and that didn't go. Taylor McCullough to the hoop. She gets knocked down but scores.
It's 11 points for McCullough. This is now an 8-point lead.
35-27. Hillers to the hoop. Finger roll, Sutton Williamson.
Well, when she's starting downhill, Bob, you better get in front of her because she will finish.
It's right now McCullough and Williamson on the scoring battle. Madden Mel's jumper won't go. Rebound Karams over top of Caitlin Malloy. And Behrens has it, tries to split the D, can't do that. Emmerich feed back out. Riggs 3-ball won't go. And rebound knocked loose. Good hands there by Behrens. It goes to Williamson. Behrens wide open. 3-ball too strong. Rebound going for it and unable to get there in time was Lehue.
Boy, had a couple of open looks. Sometimes you don't make them.
Buddy Joe Mays to the rescue. Lob pass to the near side. McCullough put it on the deck. Dribble drive. Feed it through the paint. And now to Welsh. Got a nice first step. Score it.
Yeah, nice pull up by Welsh that time. She did a really nice job avoiding the charge.
6:05 to play. Third quarter. Emmerich dish off to Lehue. Just slams it too hard. And the ball hits out of bounds. Well,
I thought that was
I did not see the ball hit the ground out of bounds.
Yeah, I didn't either.
It was touched by a Peters Township player, but the ruling from Sam Bloom is that that ball belongs to Peters Township. Morial deals it across the key to Mel. Takes a feed right back. Quick first step. Got around Emmerich, but missed the shot. Well, you make a great move like that, you got to shoot better than that.
Yeah, you really do. They've missed some easy baskets, Bob.
Behrens takes the feed, takes a bump, and a foul going to be called in the lane and going to be 2 shots. That foul actually happened at the free throw line and was allowed to keep going.
Well, it wasn't a continuation, but there were several fouls on the offensive player there.
Kamari Behrens goes to the foul line to shoot a couple. Her first trip to the stripe. That shot's no good.
You know, you got to make foul shots. You know how I feel about that.
Second one also no good. Rebound cleared by Caitlin Malloy. And again, our apologies, those trying to watch online. All right, we get word that we are now functioning. McCullough's feed to Welsh. Those two weren't on the same page. One turned, one didn't.
Yeah, and she threw it straight out of bounds. And Welsh was open. She just had to stay and get her feet set, ready to go.
Trinity with the ball and a 37-29 lead. 5 minutes to play, third quarter. Sutton Williamson gets a screen from Lehue, a hard one. Williamson picks up her dribble, able to dish it off. Behrens, a little hop after deciding to stop the dribble, and that's a travel.
Yeah, you see it all the time. Got to get that pivot foot still.
.445 to play, third quarter. 37-29, Trinity +8. Peters Township with the ball. Welsh straight on, look at a 3. That spoons out, won't go. Rebound cleared by Gabby Rigg. Ahead to Behrens to the corner. Emmerich wide open. Her 3 off the rim won't go. Rebound. Behrens too strong on a putback. That's twice in this quarter she's missed in tight putbacks. McCullough has the ball smacked away from behind by Williamson. Controlled by Behrens. Behrens draws Welsh's attention. Gets this Williamson. Take it out in front. Missed the shot. Rebound Bentley. Lehue. Turnaround. Basket and a foul.
Good patience by Lehue that time. Finished it. She'll shoot a free throw.
Caitlin Malloy guilty of the foul. Her first, team second of the quarter. Trinity +10 at the moment, 39-29.
Williamson did a really nice job when she back hit the basketball out of the defender's hand. out of the offensive player's hand and maintain possession.
Leyhu for the foul shot, too strong. Rebound. Humphreys had it, knocked out of her hands, and Leyhu there to get the loose change. Humphreys left alone, 20 feet out. Tried to force a pass into Williamson. A good job there by Williamson to fight through traffic to get it.
Yeah, a little discombobulated on the offensive end right now.
Not a wise pass decision there. But my guess is Humphreys wasn't really all that sure about what to do out there 20 feet away. She's a big girl and probably not used to being out there on the perimeter.
Exactly.
Handoff again. This time it'll be Behrens trying to cross over. Hard screen set by Humphreys. Nice dish off. Leyhu missed the shot. Gets the loose ball. Goes up. Can't score, but is fouled in the act.
Well, and that time, all she had to do was use the bankboard, and she tried to shoot it without the bankboard and shot it over to the other side. But a good job by the Hillers keeping the ball alive.
Trinity has missed 3 straight at the foul line. Now Leyhu gets the first to go. She is, I'm sorry, my math's not right there. What do you have, partner? I have now 3 of, and now 4. 2 in a row?
4 for 8, 2 in a row for the Hillers.
All right.
And Leyhu knocks down the second one.
41-29. Radulovic saves a pass that had a tip on it. Get it out to McCullough, who hits a 3 ball.
As soon as she released it, I knew it was in.
Emmerich, tough pass, bad decision. Through traffic and ball taken away by Peters. Welsh takes the feed. Fade away, rejected by Williamson. Loose ball grabbed by Madden Mel. Cross-court pass. McCullough, open 3 ball out on the front of the rim. That won't go, and now Jordan Welsh tagged for a foul trying to get to the loose ball. 4 fouls on Peters Township now.
And I thought the Hillers dodged a bullet because McCullough was wide open from 3, had just made a 3, and didn't knock that one down.
And prior to those 2 makes at the foul line by Leyhu, Trinity had missed 3 in a row and 4 of 5.
I have them 4 for 8 right now, Bob, is what I have them.
I agree. Emmerich, Williamson trying to get through a double team and walks into the lane. If she goes up, she can do something with it, but you can't just take those 2 steps and stop.
Yeah, I thought she was going to keep going. Most of her drives, she has gone to the right and been able to get to where she wants to go. But that time they took that away, forced her to the left, and I don't know why she stopped, but she did.
Gabby Rigg checks back in, and Williamson will get a breather. 41-32, Trinity by 9. Welsh feed it to Mel in the corner. Mel will dribble out. Now Humphreys makes her rethink entry to the lane.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going there.
She did a nice job jumping out on that screen.
Culla got by Humphreys, pass out onto the corner. Morial, her runner won't go. Rebound tipped by Humphreys, controlled by Emmerich. Emmerich hassled from behind, kick it out. Behrens, far side now, Rigg, elbow, cross-court pass. Emmerich steps in front of the bench to save that. Lob inside to Humphreys. Radulovic with a push in the back, called for the foul, her 3rd. And that's shots coming now at the line for Gabby Humphreys.
Well, and this is where Trinity could take advantage of some things if they could make their free throws, Bob.
Humphreys hit 1 of 2 earlier, at the line for 2 here. A little friendly bounce off the back of the iron.
Well, we call that shooter's touch. I mean, she's got good rotation, good form, good release.
2 of 3, second shot won't go. Rebound tipped by McCullough to Mel, or rather by Welsh to Mel. Near side, McCullough misses a 3. A rebound cleared by Bentley Leyhu. Leyhu lets traffic clear, and I'll give it a ball off to Emmerich. Lob down low, Humphreys catch and score.
Boy, that was a beautiful pass by Emmerich.
44-32, Hillers push the margin back to 12. McCullough through traffic, bounced around, gets the shot to go, and is fouled.
Boy, she made a tough shot. You cannot relax if you are guarding Taylor McCullough because she continues to pressure, either with her perimeter shooting or her driving ability.
Foul called on Kamari Behrens. That is her second. Team's first of the quarter. 1:20 to play in the third. Foul shot make is good. Cuts the Trinity lead back down to 9, 44-35.
Here comes full court pressure. Thought I'd see some of this tonight. We'll see how Trinity handles it.
Lob
Not well.
ahead from Rigg to Emmerich, over the top and out of bounds.
Well, what you don't want to do is take the ball up the sideline, Bob. You got to get that ball back to the middle of the floor so that you have some options. But that's why you press. You hopefully catch a team off guard like they did in that possession. Trinity did not handle that well.
A little over a minute to play. Third quarter, 44-35. Tough close in pass. Now McCullough for three. It's an air ball. Lehue saves it, able to reach out of bounds. Behrens up the floor, give the ball to Emmerich. Emmerich has nobody in the far corner. Went that way, lob inside. Nice feed, interior passing. Lehue misses the shot down low, saves the loose ball, and now Emmerich going to take it back into backcourt, and that's a violation.
Yes, it is. Trinity now had some difficulties with the turnovers.
We're going to get an officials conference here as to whether the ball was tipped, and the answer is no.
No, I thought that was over and back. But I like the two officials coming together just to double check and make sure.
Lehue made the call, and then Bloom, the R, went and said, had a little conversation. He goes, no, I don't have a tip, so we will stay with the over and back violation. 35 seconds to play in the third. Trinity's lead is 9. It was 10 at the quarter. Welsh, double team, shot blocked. Hiller's control. Williamson back on the floor for Trinity. Takes it right wing, keeps the dribble alive. Working against McCullough. Lob inside to Humphreys. Volleyball it back out. Lehue three ball short. Rebound tipped by Rigg. And now a holding foul going to be called on Gabby Rigg.
Yeah, they didn't need that. The clock was down to 13 seconds. Save it for one shot. Took a shot probably they didn't need to take.
2 fouls in the quarter on Trinity, so still playing defense, and Peters have to go the length of the floor, try to get back to within 7. McCullough, Welsh, nice job to get open for 3, hits it.
See what this possession, that was a big transition there for Peters Township.
Jordan Welsh with 7, and the period ends on a 6-point Peters Township run. Trinity 44, Peters Township 38. We're back for the fourth quarter. Maybe more on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Slovenian Savings and Loan is here for your life, your future, and your dreams. While life's pace seems to get faster and faster, Slovenian Savings and Loan still stands by its traditional values of honesty, integrity, and building personal relationships. Enjoy all modern conveniences to make banking easy, combined with a down-to-earth, face-to-face way of doing business. Slovenian Savings and Loan on Boone Avenue in Strabane. Big enough to serve, small enough to care. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
I'm Evan Chambers of Chambers Insurance Agency. You can't turn on the TV or scroll through social media without being bombarded by insurance commercials. They're everywhere, even on the radio. Low rates, big savings. We'll insure your pet iguana. Okay, maybe not the iguana. Sadly, many times you're not saving money. You're just getting your coverage slashed. By the time there's a claim, it's too late to see you've been duped. At Chambers Insurance, our goal is to improve your coverage and get you savings. We're local, family-owned, and we'll work with you to find the right coverage. Chambers Insurance, since 1953.
Trinity led by 17 with 5:27 to play in the second quarter, led by 10 at the half. Hillers lead by 6 after 3 quarters.
Bob, that last possession was critical, and you saw how it worked out. You went from maintaining at best a 9-point lead. Now it's down to 6. We'll see how the Hillers respond.
Trinity will start the fourth quarter with the ball. Emmerich hassled by McCullough. Ball goes inside to Humphreys, out to Williamson. Williamson leads Trinity with 19 points, but just 2 in that third quarter. And an illegal screen call.
Gabby Humphreys. She was moving, Bob. I got to look at that particular play. And the officials this year, every game I have watched, when you move and set a screen, they're calling it. Very consistent with that. Now the Hillers got to defend here, or This game's going to get very close.
Peters Township on a 6-0 run. Ball goes to Morial on a handoff from Jordan Welsh. Malloy setting a screen, and boy, you're gonna get a foul on Trinity.
Yeah, and that foul's on Suddy Williamson. Well, and here's the other thing. Already, Trinity has 2 fouls called, 3 more. They're shooting 2.
Yeah, had 2 fouls in the entire third quarter.
Correct.
Inbound gets to Morial.
She's been quiet, so look for her to get involved.
Malloy sets the screen. Morial, runner outside the lane, won't go. Williamson rebounds. Get it ahead to Behrens. Behrens wanted to go to Humphreys, but well covered. And now get Williamson in the mix. 50 seconds gone, fourth quarter. Trinity with a 6-point lead, 44-38. Williamson, the ball to Humphreys, backs the defense down, spins, kicks it back out. Rigg, Behrens 3-ball, short. Rebound grabbed by Morial, good box out.
Great box out by Morial.
Ahead to McCullough, throws it up with one hand, was really out of control. Behrens on the weak side rebound.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that particular shot, and there's a layup.
Williamson down the lane to score. Nice feed from Behrens.
Good patience and a great pass.
46-38, Trinity with the lead. McCullough again forces inside. This time she gets it in off the glass.
Well, how about the little hesitation move she put on the defender, who actually stood up, froze, right around her for the score.
46-40, Trinity +6. Williamson crossover, trying to get rid of Jordan Welsh. And now Mel on Behrens. Ball to Emmerich. Emmerich pick up the dribble, goes up top to Rigg. Reset this now. Between the circles, nice reach in by Madden Mel. Good job by Behrens to fight through that, and the ball thrown into backcourt. Williamson gonna get it, and Trinity gets a timeout with the possession. 5:57 to play, third quarter. Trinity 46, Peters Township 40 here on WJPA.
My dream field has a scoreboard with a giant TV.
My dream field has dugouts for our mascot to dance on.
My dream field has lights to play at night. And a duck pond.
CNX is making dream fields come true by donating millions of dollars throughout Appalachia. Nominate your field at cnx.com/dreamfields.
Find more snuggle time this winter and be prepared for the cold with the help of First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. With a home improvement loan, home equity loan, or home equity line of credit, you can upgrade that old furnace, take care of that leaking roof, or replace those outdated floors. Keep the cold out and keep the warm and cozy in. Visit a loan officer today or apply anytime online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 458729.
Welcome back to AHN Arena here at Peters Township. Kamari Behrens dribbles across midcourt. Trinity with a 6-point lead and the ball, and now Taylor McCullough called for a foul. First foul on Peters in the fourth quarter, second foul in the game on McCullough. Inbound feed to Behrens. Mel has her blanketed. Great screen by Williamson. Behrens give it off to Humphreys. Humphreys around the rig, back beyond the three-point line. Emmerich now will bring it near side. McCullough has her guarded. Morial now out on Rigg. On the dribble, ball knocked loose, but Rigg saves it. Humphreys to the corner. Emmerich drives into McCullough. Steps back, misses the shot. McCullough rebounds, going 1-on-2. We'll wait for help. And now try to drive. Behrens cut her off defensively. 5:15 to play in the third. Williamson and Welsh collide. An interesting combo there with the friends from RTI Insurance Services. Welsh and Williamson.
Boy, I tell you, that was...
it's all business right there.
I'm glad both players got up.
Sutton Williamson's uncle, Mike Williamson, is partner agent with RTI, and of course Jordan Welsh's dad is one of the important partners in RTI as well. Hillers don't like that out-of-bounds call going to Peters Township.
And I didn't like it either, Bob. I actually thought Peters Township hit the ball. We'd have to see it again.
Caitlin Malloy knocked the ball out of bounds, yes. Floater by Morial won't go. Rebound tipped around along the baseline, and this time Morial's going to touch it last.
Boy, Morial's had 2 nice looks. She's been unable to convert on those drives. Those are the shots you have to make. They're easy looks. Full court pressure by Peters Township.
Reach across. McCullough knocked the ball loose.
That had to be a foul there, and they didn't call it.
Peters Township wants a backcourt violation, but the ball was never in front court after the tip. An important part. We just had this conversation the other night.
We did.
At dinner. Kamari Behrens goes up and scores.
Really nice move. They needed that.
Her first point since the first quarter. She had 8 in that period, and Trinity's lead is 8.
Well, they needed that because offensively they were really out of sync.
McCullough steps into a double team and is fouled and will shoot 2.
That foul's on Gabby Rigg, I believe.
Her second, Trinity's 3rd foul of the quarter. McCullough has hit all 3 of her foul shots. She has 19 points to lead Peters Township.
She's playing very well.
Speaking of 19, Sutton Williamson had that. Now with her bucket in this quarter is up to 21.
First miss, Bob, for Peters Township, 6 out of 7. And you wouldn't expect Taylor McCullough to miss. She's a very, very good free throw shooter. My guess is she makes this one.
4:18 to play in the 4th. Shot is good. McCullough hits 1 of 2 on this trip, and she has 20 points now, 48-41. Trinity +7 on Peters Township. Defending WPIL champions. Williamson working on McCullough. Switch on the defense to Maddie Rost. Williamson to Rigg, near side to Behrens. Quick first step. Good pass across. Shot won't go. Lehue missed one in tight. Missed the bunny.
That was a bunny, too. She had a point-blank shot.
Welsh, 3-ball in flight, good.
Oh, boy, we got a game.
Jordan Welsh, couple of trays after recess. 3:45 to play. Trinity 48, Peters Township 44. Back on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Community College of Beaver County is now in Washington County. We are here with the support you need and the value you want. At the Washington County College Center, explore our in-demand career paths in aviation, education, and criminal justice, or start college early with dual enrollment courses and high school academies. At the Washington County College Center, your pathway to success starts right at home. Learn more at ccbcwashington.com.
Steve Lamberiou took the timeout, 30-second timeout.
Well,
that leaves him with 2 remaining.
I'm sure they're going to put some pressure, depending on the inbound here. Trinity's been out of sync offensively, yet they've gotten those good looks. And Bentley Lehue got a really open shot that time, and she just shortened the shot and didn't make it.
Behrens, a little dribble trouble, but kept her hand from getting underneath the ball.
And that's the key. Now she's picked up the dribble, in trouble.
Emmerich, side of the lane to Williamson, trying to back McCullough down, puts the shot up off the iron a couple of times, won't go, and Welsh tips the rebound out of bounds. Trinity ball at the baseline.
Yeah, and on a shot like that, Bob, you've got to use the bankboard, and she didn't. And you got to shoot it precisely without using the glass, and the glass is your friend.
Game is as close as it's been since the 5:15 mark of the opening quarter.
Well, you just had a feeling this game was coming down to the wire.
Rigg does a nice job to fight to save that inbound play. Williamson, spinorama, shot rejected, gets it back herself. Turn around off the window, in and out, won't go. Lehue over the back, guilty of a foul.
Think about the last couple of shots that Trinity has taken and missed, Bob. Point blankers.
3:12 to play, 4th quarter, 48-44. From 17 down with 5:27 to play in the 2nd quarter. So now about 18 game minutes later. Welsh with the right-hand scoop. That won't go. Lehue rips the rebound away from Maddie Rost. Emmerich got the hand underneath that ball on the dribble and stutter stepped her way up the floor. Pass forced into traffic by Behrens. Controlled by the Hillers, but Emmerich out of control and stepped on the baseline on the dribble.
Boy, when you get possession and when the close game, you just got to secure the basketball before you start moving.
Peters inbound at the offensive baseline. 2:43 to play in the fourth. Trinity maintaining a 4-point lead. Inbound, just had to get rid of it there. Madden Mel. Long time, and then pass into traffic, knocked loose. Sutton Williamson battling with Mel. Williamson gets it out, and the Hillers with possession and a timeout.
Boy, Sutton Williamson did a great job. They were all over her. Thought there could have been a foul there too. On her knees, she was able to. The pass got through, but Coach Bloody called the timeout.
2:34 to play in the fourth. 48-44 Trinity. Back on WJPA, presented by CNX Foundation.
Slovenian Savings and Loan is here for your life, your future, and your dreams. While life's pace seems to get faster and faster, Slovenian Savings and Loan still stands by its traditional values of honesty, integrity, and building personal relationships. Enjoy all modern conveniences to make banking easy, combined with a down-to-earth, face-to-face way of doing business. Slovenian Savings and Loan on Boone Avenue in Strabane. Big enough to serve, small enough to care. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Back at the AHN Arena, down to 2:34 to play. Trinity is almost 2 minutes since their last points. Bucket put them up 48-40, but Peters Township has been able to claw into that, and now a foul called. Maddie Ross, she has been physical since coming in, and that time gets called for the blocking foul. Her first, team's second in this quarter.
Well, and it's not like Trinity hasn't had opportunities. They had two really good looks, unable to convert each on those.
Emmerich will bring it up into traffic, lets that clear. Ball comes to Williamson, and now near side it's Emmerich. Rost swinging and hacking away at the ball, and now a hand on the hip and called for the foul. Her second, team's third.
Well, you can see what she's been told to do. Pressure the basketball. If you can get them in a trap, go ahead and do it. Now, if I'm Trinity, I'm taking my time. I'm going to be careful about my shot selection here. Don't need to force anything.
Inbound into the backcourt to Emmerich. Now she's playing dribble with the right hand and the left hand extending to try to keep Rost off of her. Emmerich, three-pointer, good.
That was huge. I mean, I'm not sure if I had taken it, but boy, I'll tell you what, for her first field goal, what a big basket for Emmerich.
Trinity 51-44, and down the lane drive by Taylor McCullough. Hillers are going to get called for a foul.
Yeah, and you didn't want to foul her. Let her shoot that. She was off balance, had no chance to make that basket, but she drew the contact. Smart on her part.
Two foul shots coming for McCullough. She's hit 4 of 5 so far tonight. First one off the mark. She's missed now 2 of her last 3.
Yeah, she has, and this is big. You got to make those. 7 for 9 as a team.
1:57 to play in the fourth. 51-44, Trinity +7. And the second shot rattles out. Lehue knocks the rebound out of bounds.
Grab it with 2 hands, Bentley. She had her hand on it, Bob. Just couldn't secure it.
Inbound feed to Morial. Get it up top, Jordan Welsh. Emmerich trying to keep her from driving the lane. Morial, jumper for 2, off the rim, won't go. Rebound tip to the baseline. Touched out of bounds, last by Kamari Behrens.
You know, we had a saying when I was coaching, second shots get you beat. Now this is the 3rd possession Peters Township has had.
McCullough catch and shoot a 3. It's short, rebound tipped out to the wing. McCullough tried to get it, but Lehue able to track it down, and McCullough called for her 3rd foul.
And I think that was a frustration foul by Taylor McCullough. No harm, though, not in a shot. Next foul, they'll shoot 2. And Trinity needs to be aware of that. Use that as a weapon.
4 fouls on Peters Township in the quarter now. Behrens gets the ball into Emmerich, and Rost all over her again. Emmerich feed near side, Rigg, 3-ball, in flight. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound, Jordan Welsh.
Didn't need it, Bob.
Out to McCullough, 3-on-3. 3-ball in flight. McCullough short on it. Rebound tipped there by Emmerich, but controlled by Madden Mel. Mel dribble drive into the paint, took it down low. Williamson hit her, shot won't go. Lehue with the rebound, and then a foul called on Mel, fouling Emmerich. This foul.
Oh, they called it on McCullough.
That's her fourth.
Yes.
And 5 now on Peters Township. And Vid Emmerich will go to the line to shoot 2.
Now, how big are these free throws?
Trinity 5 of 10.
Yeah, they got to make these.
51-44. Trinity leads with 1:12 to play. Foul shot no good. Trinity now at 3 minutes and change with just 3 points. And we're going to get a Peters Township timeout. 1:12 left in regulation. Trinity 51. Peters Township girls 44. Back on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Hi, this is Mac Chambers of Chambers Insurance Agency. For over 70 years, we've been here for you, your family, and your business. At a time in which premiums continue to rise and policy coverage is more confusing and limited than ever before, we're proud to be your trusted guides. No gimmicks or surprises, just real protection at the best possible price. Personal, business, or bonds, will keep it simple and straightforward, just as we've always done. Chambers Insurance, helping you navigate today's insurance world. Learn more at chambersinsurance.com.
1:12 remaining, fourth quarter. Trinity +7. A lead that was +17 and is now got trimmed all the way down to 4. Second foul shot for Emmerich is good, so she'll get 1 of 2 on that trip.
4 of the last points for the Hillers, Bob.
Ball near side, Jordan Welsh, 3 ball off the front of the rim, won't go. Rebound tip to the corner by Madden Mel. Mel able to track it down, trying to fight out of that, and the Hillers guilty of a foul.
Wow, you don't want a foul.
You ever double teamed there, just you can't reach in. 3 fouls on Gabby Rigg.
Yeah, just get your hands up.
It's going to put Madden Mel at the free throw line to shoot a pair.
With this foul rule where you're shooting 2 free throws after 5 in each quarter, you as a player must be aware.
Gabby Humphreys checks in, and checking out is Bentley Lehue after Mel missed the first. And here in the fourth quarter, the free throws are a little less than 50-50 for Peters Township. 1 of 2 on that trip. And ball knocked loose. And Trinity gets a timeout out of that somehow.
It's the third time they've been able to secure possession with the timeout. And the referee was pointing to the Peters Township bench.
Jason, do you have that end of the play there before the timeout? See if we can get another look at that.
That's what I say.
That was a little shaky.
Just a little bit. Now, if you're Coach Paletti for 53 seconds, under no circumstances should you shoot a perimeter shot. You play for an uncontested layup or free throws.
Hillers have 8 points. And you see the ball knock loose, and good job there, Emmerich, falling down with the dribble, which you can. If she had just was holding the ball and fell down, that's traveling.
Excellent.
She's falling down while dribbling. Keep it, secure the ball. Trinity bench calls the timeout.
Yeah, nice.
So the pass or any of that happened after didn't really happen.
Yeah, that was a good job by Emmerich that time to secure the basketball, and important that they did. Now, they have to handle it. Peters Township, they're in a situation, Bob, they got a foul. If they don't get a quick steal or a quick stop, they need to get the fouls going, and then what you hope is you make your free throws. And if I'm Trinity, I'm going to put the ball in the hands of my best free throw shooters if possible.
Inbound feed to Sutton Williamson. Has Behrens with her, and a pass off the mark, but Behrens scrambles to keep it. Dribbles across the timeline, and a reach-in foul going to be called. Bree Morial picks up her 3rd foul.
And a really good job that time by Behrens to secure the basketball.
Kamari Behrens at the line. She'll shoot 2 with 46 seconds to play. Trinity leading by 7. Behrens misses again. She is now 0 for 3 at the line. Scored 8 points from the floor in the opening quarter. Has just 2 since, including 3 straight free throw misses here in the second half. Second shot, good, 1 of 2. And to be honest, at this point for Trinity, 1 of 2 down the stretch might be enough.
Oh, it'll get it done if they continue to do that.
Welsh catches from McCullough, shot won't go. She fights, keeps the rebound alive. Turnaround jumper, can't get it to go. And a rebound cleared by Bentley Lehue. Williamson trying to get by Welsh, and Welsh cuts her off, guilty of the foul, her second. And a couple of more foul shots. This time it's Sutton Williamson going to the line with 27 seconds to go. Trinity up
really,
53-45.
Really smart by Sutty Williamson to keep the ball in her hands there, knowing that they had the foul.
First shot, nothing but net. I have 22 for Williamson at the moment.
As do I. Great night for her.
Had 17 at the half. Significantly quieter here in the second half, but 2 foul shot makes, pushes the margin back to 10. McCullough drives and misses the lay-in, and the Hillers rebound. Williamson across the timeline. Slap plays a couple of times by Peters Township to try to get a cheap foul call, but that did not happen, and now they're going to let the Hillers possess it out, it looks like.
Yes, sir.
And the clock winds to 0. Trinity 55, Peters Township 45. We'll recap it for you when we come back here on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
My Dream Field has a scoreboard with a giant TV.
My Dream Field has dugouts for our mascot to dance on.
My Dream Field has lights to play at night. And a duck pond.
CNX is making dream fields come true by donating millions of dollars throughout Appalachia. Nominate your field at cnx.com/dreamfields.
Find more snuggle time this winter and be prepared for the cold with the help of First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. With a home improvement loan, home equity loan, or home equity line of credit, you can upgrade that old furnace, take care of that leaking roof, or replace those outdated floors. Keep the cold out and keep the warm and cozy in. Visit a loan officer today or apply anytime online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 458729.
Trinity Hiller scored the first 6 and 15 of the first 17 points of the game. Built a 17-point lead with 5:25 to play in the second quarter. And from that point, Peters Township start chipping away, and got it down to 4 points at 48-44 with 3:45 to play in the ball game. But the Hillers able to close the deal out from there, holding Peters Township to 1 foul shot over those final 3:45, and Trinity gets the win 55-45.
Gabby Rigg hit the big shot with the 3, made 1 out of 2 from the line. Her 5 points, the only points of the game, but they were huge to maintain that margin of victory for Trinity. What a big win for them.
Hillers now 2-2 in the league. Peters Township drops to 0-3.
Yeah, that's...
And Trinity will stay within reach of Thomas Jefferson and Baldwin atop the section standings. Big win for the Hillers tonight. 23 points for Sutton Williamson, 20 points for Taylor McCullough. Trinity 9 of 16 at the foul line. Peters Township 8 of 12, but only 2 of 6 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, when you need to make them, and they didn't. But let's credit Trinity. You know, when you get that big lead sometimes, Bob, and you start to lose that lead, Peters Township had cut it to 4, then you start to get a little nervous, but they held on and did a really nice job finishing the game off.
Do also want to reference that Kamari Barron's in double digits. She had 11 for Trinity, and Jordan Welsh finished the game with 10 for Peters Township. Hillers 16-4 advantage in the first. Peters Township 21-19 in the second to cut the Trinity lead to 35-25 at intermission. Peters Township 13-9 advantage in the third quarter to get to within 6 at the end. They would eventually pull to within 4, but Trinity's 11-7 advantage set the final back at that 10-point margin, 55-45. Time to recognize our player of the game, brought to you by Washington County College Center, operated by Community College of Beaver County.
Community College of Beaver County is now in Washington County. We are here with the support you need and the value you want. At the Washington County College Center, explore our in-demand career paths in aviation, education, and criminal justice, or start college early with dual enrollment courses and high school academies. At the Washington County College Center, your pathway to success starts right at home. Learn more at ccbcwashington.com.
23 points on the night, leading all scorers in the game. No surprise, our CCBC Washington County College Center player of the game is none other than the 5'9" junior Sutton Williamson. There with a nice move to split the fence there and take it right to the basket. Sutton Williamson with 17 in the first half. That helped Trinity build a 10-point lead there, held to just 6 after intermission, but a deuce and a couple of foul shots down the stretch, and Sutton Williamson finishes with 23 and is our player of the game. Tonight's game here on the WJPA Sports Network, brought to you in part by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. People you know, people you can trust. By CNX Dreamfields, making your dream field come true. By the Chambers Insurance Agency, protecting generations since 1953. By Slovenian Savings and Loan, big enough to serve, small enough to care. And by Washington County College Center, operated by Community College of Beaver County. Coming up shortly, the boys' half of our doubleheader as the Hillers and Indians square off in another important section game. Thanks to both head coaches Steve Lamberiou and Bill Paletti, to Athletic Director Brian Geyer and Assistant Justin Piles, and all the folks here at Peters Township. From our partner Tom Drakely, Floor Director Jason Tennant, Scott Donnelly and Luke Andrusik on camera, Jacob Knisner producing in our downtown Washington studios, I'm Bob Gregg. Thanks so much for being with us, and Merry Christmas. In a key 5A Section 4 girls matchup, your final score, Trinity 55, Peters Township 45. For more than 80 years, we've been Pennsylvania's radio sports leader. This has been a presentation of the WJPA Sports Network.